Welcome to Time in the Shade in Shady Oak Ministries, and now what's making news. Derek the Heretic has endorsed Andy Stanley's statement that hedonists that continue in their sin while attending church have more faith than any of his followers. This endorsement, however, backfired, seeing it came from a guy named Derek the Heretic.
Well, I suppose I'm deranged, but I guess I'll just have to call.
Satanists, not to be confused with Luciferians or devil worshippers, define themselves as atheists based on the behavior of rebellious figures rather than Satan himself, which is appropriate because they also define Christianity based on the behavior of Christians rather than Christ himself.
Oh, well, what does that have to do with Jesus?
In History of El-Tabari, Volume 6, the earliest biographical and authoritative source on the greatest man in history, states that he intended to violently conquer Arabia from the beginning, despite his early calls for peace. In response, Muslims in the West have stated, "Shh." The Jehovah's Witnesses continue to gain more accolades among heretical authoritarian cults. This week, the largest group of people with nothing better to do on Saturday mornings.
Can't hear you. I'm asleep. Shoo, shoo.
In Doctrines and Covenants 132, a revelation from God was given regarding the doctrine of exaltation. When Emma, Joseph Smith's wife, called him out for his many adulterous affairs, a revelation from God was given reminding faithful Mormons not to marry a wife that's smarter than you.
Yay, crowns!
Liberals, atheists, and hedonists alike have come together to celebrate what the Lord hates. Beginning with Pride Month, we're looking forward to their Lying Month, their Hands That Shed Innocent Blood Month, Heart Devising Wicked Plans Month, Feet Swift in Running to Evil Month, and their Sowing Discord Among Brethren Month. A contradiction is cast doubt on the reliability of the Bible. During Jesus' crucifixion, the story tells us that Jesus was beaten before and after Pilate gave the order. And as we all know, it's impossible for one person to be beaten up more than once.
Words. Yep.
And now for Time in the Shade's latest new game, Andy Stanley or Atheist, where we will play together a quote and figure out if it was stated by Andy Stanley or an atheist. The quote is, maybe the thought is, they had to come up with some kind of myth about the birth of Jesus to give him street cred later on. Maybe that's where that came from. Is that a quote from Andy Stanley or an atheist? Leave your answers in the comments. I'll give you a few more seconds. If you answered Andy Stanley, you'd be correct. Andy Stanley stated this in the Baptist News Global in 2016.
You're kidding. You're kidding, right?
And that will be all. Thank you all for joining us. Good night and God bless.